So good morning students, welcome back. Today we discuss potentiometer, okay, from the lesson current electricity. Look, the very first thing, what is potentiometer? Potentiometer is a device, a circuit that is used to find accurate potential difference between 2 points either along the resistance of a circuit. Okay, I have shown here potentiometer diagram, okay, in two different ways. But before that, we have to know what is potentiometer. As I explained, it is a device or circuit that is used to find accurate potential difference along between 2 points along the circuit. Now, students, we can also measure current. We can also measure EMF of cell. We can also compare the EMF of two cell. Even we can find the internal resistance of the cell. It means potentiometer is a multimeter. Okay, we can measure a lots of things using this potentiometer. Okay, now the question is rise, why we use potentiometer? Look students, we are having this voltmeter. The device is said to be voltmeter. It is also used to measure the potential. But why we prefer this potentiometer over this voltmeter? Okay, there is a reason. That is the most important point I'm going to explain. Look students, suppose we are having a resistance wire that having 4 ohm, okay, and suppose 2 ampere current is coming from that side. When we measure potential difference along these 2 points, so we'll apply Ohm's law, V equals to IR, current is 2 ampere and resistance is 4, so it will come 8 volt. So when we measure potential difference along the wire between 2 points A and B, we'll get 8 volt. But what happens when we measure by a voltmeter? For measuring, we'll connect a voltmeter. Okay, we'll connect a voltmeter parallel to the wire. Okay, this is the point A and that's the point B. And this is we are having same 4 ohm, same wire. Now when we flow the current, suppose 2 ampere current is coming, again same current. But at this junction, current will divide in two parts. Suppose 1.5 ampere coming from that side and upwards it will 0.5 ampere. Upwards the current will flow 0.5 ampere. Okay, because the junction and current will divide in two parts. Now the voltmeter will show potential difference between A and B. Current this time we are having 1.5 and resistance same 4. This will give as 6 volt. So what we got? We got as 6 volt. But the accurate potential difference between A and B is what? 8 volt. And voltmeter is measuring 6 volt. It means, see the difference, 8 volt and 6 volt. It means voltmeter will not give the accurate potential difference. It will give the approx value, just like 6 volt. Maybe 6.5, maybe 5.9, something. But voltmeter cannot measure the accurate potential difference. Okay, that's why we prefer potentiometer over voltmeter. So which is the better instrument, better device for measuring potential difference between 2 points? Obvious, it will be potentiometer. That's why we'll prefer the potentiometer over voltmeter. Understood students? I'm going to explain the construction of a potentiometer. Okay, so let's start. Actually, potentiometer consists of a long wire, okay, up to 9 to 10 meter, okay. It is made by, look students, this wire, it is made by either Eureka or manganese or Constantan. These are alloys, okay. Suppose we are using Constantan wire, okay, in potentiometer, 100 centimeter, 200 centimeter, 300 centimeter, and 400 centimeter, up to we can take 900 centimeter or 1000 centimeter. Okay, this wire is connected with the help of this brass strips. Why we use this brass strips? Because brass having less resistance, negligible resistance, it will not affect the reading. Okay, so this is a long wire of potentiometer. It is made by either Eureka, manganese or Constantan. Understood? The terminal, look at students, the terminal A and this is terminal B. Terminal A of a potentiometer is connected with positive terminals of the cell This is called standard cell. It is also said to be auxiliary cell. Okay, this is standard cell. Okay, it is also said to be driver cell. Okay, it is connected with the switch. Okay, and other end of the switch connected with a rheostat. What is rheostat? Look, students, this type of device is said to be rheostat. This is the rheostat, and with the help of rheostat, we can increase or decrease the current. It means it maintains the current. Okay. Now, students, the other end of the rheostat is connected with the B terminal of a potentiometer. In this way, it completes the circuit. Okay. Now, students, we can make this diagram also. That is another diagram of this potentiometer. Okay. It is easy to understand. Actually, potentiometer circuit divided in two parts: primary circuit or secondary. That is a basic fundamental diagram. Primary or secondary. See the standard cell. This is standard cell. Okay, it is also said to be auxiliary cell or driver cell, connected with rheostat, with switch, and with ammeter. All are connected in series with this potentiometer wire AB. This wire I have shown like this, and look at this wire is made by either Eureka, Magnin, or Constantan. And this is secondary circuit. In secondary circuit, another cell is connected with terminal A. Okay, this is a cell. Okay, this is the cell. Okay, of which we have to find either EMF, either internal resistance, either current. So this is the cell. This is standard cell. Will not find the internal resistance, the EMF of this cell, because this is standard. This is a non-cell. We'll find about this. Everything we'll find about this. Okay. It is connected with galvanometer, and other end of the galvanometer is a free wire that is called jockey wire, that is used to find balancing length over the sliding by AB wire. Okay. Now, students, this is the basic circuit diagram of a potentiometer. Now we'll discuss its working. Look, students, when the switch K2 is on, current I will flow from this cell, okay, through the potentiometer wire AB. What will do, students? Will this hold the jockey wire and slide over the wire AB. Suppose when we touch the jockey wire at this point, suppose this is J point, okay. So when we touch the jockey wire at J point, galvanometer will show zero deflection. So from A to B, this is said to be balancing length. This is said to be balancing length, okay. So we'll find potential difference between A and J, between A and J by using Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? V equals to IR. Okay. We require R, total resistance. How can we find total resistance? That is the resistance of this wire by the relation R equals rho L by A. Look, students, we did this formula. Rho is called resistivity or specific resistance. L is the length of the wire. A is called area of cross section of this wire. So we'll put in equation first. We'll get I, what is R? Rho L by A. Now, students, the important thing, I will flow the current, that amount remains constant. Okay, at that time, rho is called resistivity, that is also constant. Area of cross section, we are using uniform area of cross section of wire, so area of cross section also remains constant. In that case, I rho A, that is constant, will assume as K, and that remains L. So we got the formula. K is called potential gradient. It is said to be potential gradient. It is constant. Now, what is potential gradient? I'm going to explain. So V equals to KL, where K equals to I rho by A. It is called potential gradient. I'm going to explain. When we subjected K, it comes V by L. So potential drop of per unit length is said to be potential gradient. Okay. Actually, V is the potential drop of this wire. Okay. A to J. So potential drop of per unit length is said to be potential gradient. Okay. That is a constant. So look, see the equation second. K is constant. Whenever you remove constant, equal sign will convert into proportional sign. So on removing K, this sign will convert into proportional sign. We are getting now important conclusion. Potential drop, either potential difference, is directly proportional to the length. This is the statement of the principle of a potentiometer. Look students, one more time. Potential drop, okay, potential drop, either potential difference of the wire is directly proportional to its length. This is the principle of a potentiometer. So we got important conclusion, V proportional L. And when we make the graph between V and L, okay, the graph will come as increasing because V potential difference and length is directly proportional. So graph will be increasing like this straight line. This is the graphical representation of the principle of potentiometer. Okay, and what will be the unit of this potential gradient? Potential having unit volt and length having meter. So the unit of potential gradient is volt per meter.